Do you know what? Maybe we don't love or people don't love the releases.
Some of them for sure.
They released a shitload of people.
They always do.
This seems like way more than they usually do. 23 is a lot, no?
Maybe.
I mean, they have a lot of people under contract between, LFG or whatever the hell it is, Evolve contracts, ID contracts, NXT, and then all the people on the main roster. I mean, I guess you got to trim the fat somehow, but some of that fat didn't make a lot of sense.
Well, I mean, like we don't need to go through the whole list unless you want to, if you think it's important. But
I mean, I don't think no disrespect to the boys and girls of NXT. Like, I don't know any of these fucking names.
Well, you know Andre Chase, that was Harlem Bravado.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's the only one. Now that I look at the list again, yes.
Yeah, that was the only one that stood out to me, really.
Tyra May Steele was kind of surprising because she just won that LFG show or whatever, and then they just, she's been on NXT a few times, and then they just cut bait.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then like dude, I didn't realize Apollo Crews was there for fucking 11 years.
Jeez.
What has he been doing? Has he been on NXT? Like, has he?
He popped up somewhere recently. I think like main event or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like never. Maybe on SmackDown in the last year or something like that. I don't know. He hasn't done anything like huge since he was in NXT.
No.
They released the whole Wyatt 6.
You know what? Whatever. To me, whatever. And I don't like, everybody's like, oh, they just didn't know how to write for them. It's like, I don't know. What else can you fucking do with this group? Like, this group was kind of dead when it first got together. Like, oh, it was cool. It's like, it's Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt and blah, blah, blah. But like, you can't fucking string along a gimmick just based on that, you know?
Yeah, no, there wasn't. Yeah, there was no meat on the bone after they did that, right?
There really wasn't.
Yeah.
So, like,
I mean, they started off murdering everybody on Raw.
Yeah, it was
So
cool.
where do you
but then
go from that?
Yeah, it's like, how, like, you're gonna murder the entire roster?
Yeah.
No, seriously, like, where do you go with that? Like, you can't, like, the unstoppable forces just doesn't work. It doesn't.
The Carrie Sane was pretty wild.
That's the only one that I was like super surprised with. Like, that one was a head scratcher because she was involved with everything going into Mania. She had a storyline with Asuka, and everybody seemed to like Kyrie. She's been on TV like every fucking week. So they just fucking have Asuka abuse her, and then they fucking cut her loose. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, didn't she get pinned on Raw? Was she the one that got pinned on Raw?
Probably, because it was a tag match, wasn't it?
Yeah. Rhea. Like Aleister Black and Zelina Vega, the Aleister Black thing, like, I don't know, what do you make it, a year there? Like, and apparently, like, if you believe the scuttlebutt, like, AEW does not want him back. Apparently he is not well liked in the locker room.
Well, maybe that was the issue here. I mean, like, look, I get the whole thing happening with like Pat McAfee and whatnot, but if you had higher hopes for the guy, you would think even beside that they would find something else for him. But maybe they were just like, you know what?
He beat Randy Orton like a month before Mania, and then apparently all those like Cody Rhodes Jelly Roll segments where there's like a dark figure in the background. Apparently that was Aleister Black. Like, he was supposed to be a main cog in this Randy Orton story. But then they, as Tony mentioned, pivoted to Pat McAfee. Now he gone.
Just an aside, do you think they're trying to set up some sort of storyline between WWE and TKO? Like, just the way everybody's been talking about it, like the way Cody addressed it, the way Punk addressed it. You think they're like planting something there for some sort of like everything coming to a head, or do you think it's just like Triple H is like sending a message to them like, hey, keep your hands off?
It wouldn't surprise me. But I mean, like, who are you going to use for TKO? Is it going to be like War Games of Punk and Cody, and they're going to fight Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee and fucking Travis Scott and all this?
No, maybe we get some fucking UFC guys come in.
Ugh. Yeah, that worked so well in AEW when they had the Dan Lambert group. Let's do fucking that.
Yeah, that's a great question, Tony.
I don't know. Look, how
'Cause if
many
you-
guys? How many guys in UFC are really do this like into their 30s or even
No
into their
idea.
40s?
I couldn't tell you. I had this conversation with the professor the other day. Like, he was like, TKO ruined UFC. I'm like, I couldn't tell you anybody that fights in the UFC now. I don't know a single fucking fighter, a champion. I don't watch the UFC. I have no interest to watch the UFC.
Well, doesn't TKO also like own some sort of rodeo company as well?
Yes.
Maybe we get a bunch of cowboys against.
Oh.
Yeah. When's
Oh.
Billy Gunn's contract up?
Nobody wants that. It is interesting though, Tony, that you bring it up because like it became like a part of the Pat McAfee, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes story to the point where even fucking Pepsi Phil's cutting promos about the high ticket prices. And now like mixed reports are coming out, like Zelina Vega saying like a TKO called her to tell her that she was getting released, and then like there's other reports like TKO made the decisions or that it was Nick Khan and Triple H that made the decisions. Like there's so many reports out there.
Maybe
Don't.
maybe all these people that got released are going to be the TKO faction.
That'd be horrendous. There's not even a big name on here.
The
Kyrie
Wyatt
Sane?
6KO.
Yeah, like who would lead them? Fucking Apollo. No offense, like Apollo Crews, who hasn't been on my TV in a zillion years,
Aleister Black. He's got to win over Randy Orton.
and now they're gonna be. I mean, you would assume Randy Orton would be Team TKO, right?
It's like WCW coming in, and it's fucking Mike Awesome and Lance Storm leading the charge.
Fucking Mark Jindrak.
Maybe they do that. Maybe they bring TKO back, and then Randy Orton flips, and he becomes the leader of the TKO faction.
Can't have KO without RKO.
Oh my God, Brundo, fucking book it.
Or what about Kevin Owens?
Write that shit down, bro. That might be the
even
fucking...
better.
Oh, Kevin Owens? Bro, the KO and the RKO? Fuck yeah. TKO, RKO, just fucking KO without the R. Holy shit. Get Dave LaGreca on the phone. I think we got it.
Is it so
Good
all
luck.
these people get released, but there's like nowhere to go.
A-dubs.
AEW. That's basically
GCW.
AEW.
Next year's clusterfuck's going to
Yeah.
be awesome.
I mean, look, these people-
MLW.
yeah, these people-
JCW.
yeah, I guess. I mean, you can't go. TNA seems like a fucking parallel move because fucking WWE just fucking runs that. So
Yeah.
Maybe they go to AAA.
WWE.
WWE, buddy.
Doesn't matter. Sorry.
Undertaker's running the show down there. That's why he's not on LFG this year, Tony.